Okay, today let's continue with topic 7, design thinking. So design thinking is a design methodology that provides a solution-based approach to solving problems. It's extremely useful in tackling complex problems that are ill-defined or unknown. By understanding the human needs involved, by reframing the problem in human-centric ways, by creating many ideas in brainstorming sessions, and by adopting a hands-on approach in prototyping and testing. So design thinking ni dia lebih kepada how you tackle the complex problem yang uh, not very clear, and then you involve the understanding of human needs. Okay, you consider it from human centric uh, side angle, and then you perform brainstorming to get the ideas, and finally you perform the hands-on approach in prototyping and testing. Okay, so these are the phases in design thinking to solve complex problem which is quite unclear. By involving human-centric angle or approach, then you perform brainstorming and also involved with hands-on in prototyping and testing. Okay, understanding these 5 stages of design thinking will empower anyone to apply the design thinking methods in order to solve complex problems that occur around us, in our companies, our countries, and even our planet. So you can apply the design thinking consists of 5 stages to solve any problem around you. Okay. The 5-stage model for design thinking was proposed by the Hasso-Plattner Institute of Design at Stanford. Okay, D. School. So D. School is the leading university when it comes to teaching design thinking. Okay, so this is the leading university for teaching design thinking. So what are the 5 stages of design thinking according to D. School? Consists of emphasize, define the problem, ideate, prototype, and test. Okay, if you look at carefully, these 5 stages uh, updated, or uh, is dia diadaptasi dari apa ni model Osborne, Wallace. If you still remember, we have 4 basic models in creative thinking. We have Wallace, Osborne, Young, Bucknell's kan. Okay, so these are the 5 stages. Dia diambil idea ni mungkin di upgrade dari model-model sebelum inilah. Okay, so design thinking, as we can see from the figure, empathize. From empathize, we go to define, and then ideate, prototype, and then test. Okay, then if you see the arrow, dash arrow, okay, from the prototype, we can go back to ideate, and then improve the then go back to it is an iterative process. Iterative means you can go back to the previous stage to improve. For example, you have come to the prototype stage. Okay, dah sampai prototype stage, kemudian you dah buat prototype tu, kemudian you tengok there is something that you need to improve in your prototype stage, then you go back to ideate, then go again for the second time to prototype, and then finally the test. Okay, so first thing is you empathize. We are going to look at one by one the details of each stage: empathize, define, ideate, prototype, then test. Okay, in brief, empathize, you, as we have gone through before, empathize means you try to put yourself in the other's shoes, right? You try to understand the feeling. Okay, what are the needs of the others, and then after that you can define what are their main problems. that they are facing. And then after that, you come up with the idea to solve their problem, to help them um, with their current situation. And then prototype. Okay, prototype we will see later. This is the new term. Okay, and then after that we test the prototype. Okay, and also when you reach the test stage also, you can always go back to define. Okay, let's say when you test your prototype, there is something missing, so you can always go back and define again the problem, and then ideate, uh, proceed with the ideate. Okay, you repeat back the same process. Okay. Okay, so what is empathize? So let's look at in details definition of empathize: to gain an empathic understanding of the problem you are trying to solve. Okay, let's say you are going to solve a problem of let's take a target user, let's say blind people. So you try to understand, you want to gain an empathic understanding of their problem. So this involves consulting experts to find out more about the area of concern through observing, engaging, and empathizing with people to understand their experiences and motivations, as well as immersing yourself in the physical environment to have a deeper personal understanding of the issues involved. Okay, so dia kata involve consulting expert. So let's say you want to solve problem of blind people. You nak solve problem yang dihadapi oleh orang buta contohnya. So langkah pertama, what you can do, you can consult the expert. Who are the expert? Okay, maybe the blind people. Blind people tu sendiri. Okay, you go interview them. Okay, and also you can maybe the expert is sukarelawan yang memang involved dengan OKU, blind people. Okay, they will be considered as expert. Also area of concern through and to find out more about the area of concern, maksudnya you nak tahu apa masalah sebenar yang dihadapi oleh orang buta. So through observing also, engaging, observing, you tengok their daily life macam mana, their activities and how they perform their activities, daily activities. Okay, then you can find out what are the problems. You tengok cara dia jalan, cara dia makan, then you try, you engaging with them. Engaging means you bergaul dengan orang yang user yang you nak solve their problem. Okay, and empathizing with people to understand their experiences and motivation. Okay, so once you dah involved with them, bergaul dengan mereka, observe dia punya their daily life, daily activities, then try to put yourself in that situation, understand their experiences. Okay, maybe bila you pergi makan dengan orang yang buta, you try to close your eyes and then try to, eat with the closed eyes, or try to walk with the closed eyes. How do you feel? Right? As well as immersing yourself in the physical environment. Okay, that's what I'm explaining. Okay, try as immersing yourself in the physical environment. Try to put yourself in their situation. Close your eyes. Try to grab something on the table to eat. Right? How do you feel? Okay, to have a deeper personal understanding of the issues involved. So empathy is crucial to human-centered design process such as design thinking, because it allows design thinkers to set aside his or her own assumption about the world in order to gain insight into users and their needs. Okay, so bila kita apply the empathize phase while solving problem, kita akan belajar untuk mengetepikan kita punya assumption. Okay, biasanya bila kita nampak orang yang buta, mungkin kita mungkin rasa kasihan tapi kita tidak empathy tu. Empathy tu kurang. So bila kita cuba merasai, kita duduk bersama mereka, we sit together with them, engage with them, do some activities with them, we can get the empathize. Okay, get the empathy. Okay. Then bila when there is empathy, then it will, help us to understand better what is the problem, and it will lead to a better idea or solution to their problem. Okay. Okay, so samalah macam kalau kita tengok how parents with autism children kan. So kita tidak merasai macam mana how difficult they are trying to apa to tell something, to give instruction to their children. Okay, then this is just one example. So when we try to involve in their situation, then we know how they we can feel how their their feelings, right? Okay, I know exactly how you feel. Okay, you can know exactly how they feel. Okay, sebab kalau kita tidak berada dalam satu situasi tu, kita tidak dapat membayangkan kesukaran orang yang berada dalam sesuatu masalah tu. Okay. So, if you still remember, we have done this before, empathy map. Okay, empathy map, we have pain, gain, right? Okay, this one is upgraded. Okay, we have feelings, influences. Okay, if you still remember what the person see, person do, right? So this one is a little bit updated. Okay, pain points. What pain points might the user be experiencing that they hope to overcome? Okay, contoh kalau saya ambil orang buta, letaklah nama siapa, Ali ke, kan? Okay, pain points for the blind people. Maybe when they walk, they need, surface yang rata, kan? Dan mungkin ada kalau laluan pejalan kaki tu, they need the yang yellow line tu kan, yang dia orang boleh rasa dengan dia orang punya stick tu kan, tongkat tu. Okay, maybe difficulties to to make payment when they buy something. They go to the cashier. How they are going to know they are taking the correct amount from their wallet, right? For example, okay. Overall goal, what is the user's ultimate goal? What are they trying to achieve? Mungkin untuk membuat pembayaran dengan mudah dekat kaunter, itu satu contoh lah. Okay, or they want to walk smoothly, easily, okay, without fear to fall ke, kan? So influences, what people thinks or places may influence how the user acts. Okay, kalau orang buta maybe kalau dia nak lintas jalan, siapa yang memberi apa yang berperanan ataupun mempengaruhi mereka untuk bertindak. Contoh bila mereka nak lintas jalan, so orang lain yang pengguna jalan raya lain, that can be considered as people yang akan influence. Bila mereka nak lintas jalan, orang lain, pengguna jalan raya lain should stop ke, kan? So things or places that may influence how the user act. Mungkin jalan kena smooth, tak boleh ada longkang yang tak ditutup, perlu ada garisan kuning yang membantu mereka, tidak boleh ada motorcycle ataupun biker yang park dekat laluan pejalan kaki, kan, nanti orang buta tu terlanggar. Okay, so things maybe mungkin they need for sound to help them, right? There is no vehicle so that they can cross the road. Okay, so these are the influences. Okay, task. What tasks are users trying to complete? What questions do they need answered? Okay, macam saya kata tadi lah, when they want to cross the road, okay, they want to cross safely. Okay, what question do they need answered? Okay, apa persoalan bila kita nak lintas jalan? Apa persoalannya? Is there any vehicles or the road is clear so that I can cross kan? So feelings, how is the user feeling about the experience? Okay, feeling dia difficult to cross road. Okay, what really matters to them kan? Apa yang menjadi apa persoalan kepada mereka? Okay, kebiasaannya apa kalau di laluan pejalan kaki tu ada orang park motor ke, okay, they feel sad ke, kesal ke, okay. Okay, so that is the experience map that we are going to use in design thinking. Okay, empathy map yang sebelum ni lain sikit kan. So yang ni for design thinking and the one that you will consider for your project. Okay, next after empathize, you're going to see define. Okay, define. Define means define the problem as a problem statement in a human-centered manner. Okay, for example, rather than saying we need to increase our food product market share among young teenage girls by 5%. Okay, ni contoh kalau satu company dia produce food kan. So dia nak increase market dia. Okay. Dalam pada dia nak increase market share dia tu di kalangan remaja perempuan by 5%. Okay, it's better saying teenage girls need to eat nutritious food in order to thrive, be healthy and grow. So di samping kita nak mencapai objektif untuk company ni, they try to put it in a human-centered manner kan, maksudnya di samping mereka care about the sale, the market share, food product mereka tu, dia cuba put the statement in a human-centered manner. Okay. Okay, ataupun saya boleh kata macam, okay, kalau in terms of university kan, kita nak pencapaian pelajar meningkat. Okay, so that will be the first statement. And if we try to put in human-centered manner, we want the student to acquire knowledge and skill that is beneficial for future career, for example. Right. So to the define stage will help the designers gather great ideas to establish features, functions, and any other elements that will allow them to solve the problems, or at the very least, allow users to resolve issues themselves with the minimum of difficulty. Okay. So define stage actually will lead designer tu untuk mengumpulkan idea yang bagus untuk come out with the features, ciri-ciri, fungsi dan elemen-elemen lain untuk menyelesaikan masalah ataupun sekurang-kurangnya membantu user tadi untuk menyelesaikan ataupun resolve isu yang ada dengan mengurangkan kesukaran mereka. Okay, so in the define stage, you will start to progress to the third stage. Okay, so define stage ni akan lead kepada ideate stage yang seterusnya by asking questions which can help you look for ideas for solution by asking how might we, for example, for the case tadi yang dia nak increase food product market share by 5%, and at the same time dia nak encourage teenager tadi, teenage untuk healthy nutritious food kan. So how might we encourage teenage girl to perform an action that benefits them and also involve your company's food product or service. Kita nak kedua-duanya. Okay. Okay, for example, kalau saya letak tadi, contoh kita nak pencapaian grade dalam satu-satu subjek tu increase kan, bilangan A meningkat, contohnya kalau in terms of university kan. Okay, so in human-centric way, how can we, kita boleh put another statement, how can we ensure that the student, how to make sure the student acquire knowledge and skills that is beneficial for their future career. Okay, what? So what kind of question that can help you for ideas? Okay, mungkin kita boleh kata apa yang boleh membantu, what kind of how can we encourage student to ataupun to study, so ataupun, or we can say okay, apa okay, how can we encourage student, macam mana kita nak menggalakkan student untuk to perform an action that give them chances to learn something, learn new knowledge and skill, and as well as improve the grade for the subject. Okay, apa yang boleh kita lakukan untuk menggalakkan pelajar menimba ilmu dan kemahiran yang baru, sekaligus yang berguna untuk future career dan sekaligus meningkatkan grade bagi satu-satu subjek. Itu contoh kalau dari segi universiti lah. Okay. So that is defined. Okay, contohlah kalau contoh lain, kalau orang buta tadi, katalah you bekerja dekat satu company yang buat apa, stick kan, stick tongkat untuk orang buta tu. Macam mana you nak increase jualan stick you, dalam masa yang sama you nak membantu orang buta tu berjalan dengan smooth, boleh lintas jalan tanpa sebarang masalah. Okay, so maybe that yang tu define. Okay, define. Maksudnya you kaitkan human-centric punya question dengan you punya yang berkait dengan produk you lah. Okay, apa yang you try nak solve tu. Okay, that is define. Okay, ataupun contoh you kata you nak bantu orang buta tu buat pembayaran di kaunter dengan mudah. Macam mana dia nak identify bayaran, berapa dia kena bayar dekat kaunter, dan macam mana dia nak give the exact amount. Kan bila orang buta maybe dia tidak nampak orang bagi baki duit tu. Macam mana dia nak pastikan baki, duit yang dia bagi tu dapat baki yang sepatutnya kan. Takut ditipu ke. Okay, so you can relate with your, kalau you pembuat apps developer kan, so you can get the idea. Bila you define the problem, dia sebenarnya sudah pun menjurus kepada idea. Okay, katalah susah, katalah nak bantu, nak menaikkan sale stick, jualan tongkat, dan dalam masa yang sama nak membantu orang buta tadi melintas jalan dengan selamat. Okay, so you nak melintas jalan dengan selamat tu, apa elemen-elemen yang terlibat. So mestilah tidak ada kenderaan. So macam mana orang buta tu nak tahu tidak ada kenderaan? Okay, it is based on their hearings, based on the sound of the vehicles kan. So from define stage you can move to ideate stage. Okay, start to think outside the box to identify new solution to the problem statement you have created, and you can start to look for alternative ways of viewing the problem. So there are hundreds of ideation techniques such as brainstorm. Okay, ini adalah some of the approaches to get idea. Okay, dia panggil ideation techniques. So daripada problem definition tadi, kita dah define apa masalah sebenar. Contoh macam orang buta tadi, dia nak lintas jalan, dia tidak dapat melihat dan dia hanya bergantung kepada sound. Jadi tugas kita, macam mana kita nak bagi dia alert tu. Ada kenderaan ke tidak ada kenderaan. So that they can be sure to cross the road. Okay, so the ideation techniques, we have brainstorm, okay, the one that you have done, brainwrite, okay, worst possible idea, and scamper. Okay, brainstorm and scamper we have done before. Brainstorm and worst possible idea session are typically used to stimulate free thinking and to expand the problem space. Okay, let's look at this one, brainstorming versus brainwriting. Okay, brainstorming session tend to be dominated by a few individuals. Okay, so kalau dalam satu kumpulan, biasanya kalau you ada kawan yang jenis quiet dengan kawan yang lebih outspoken, so that brainstorming session will be dominated by those who are, yang outspoken tadi, yang jenis happy-happy kan. So better ideas may be held back. Mungkin orang yang introvert biasanya takkan, dia kurang sikit untuk give their ideas. So brainwriting, so instead of using brainstorming, we can consider brainwriting. Brainwriting methods are designed to encourage more uniform participation. So enables all group members to think without any blocking. Okay, how to brainwrite? Okay, explain to your team how brainwriting works. Okay, first of all, semua orang kena tahu macam mana perjalanan brainwriting itu sendiri. Brainwriting only works if all participants understand the method and its rules. Explain the steps of the brainwriting process and emphasize the benefits of the technique to the team. Semua orang kena faham dia punya rule, dia punya method dan prosesnya macam mana, benefitnya apa. And then explain the problem and define the objective. Okay. So the second step of brainwriting is to explain the problem clearly and define the objective that you want to achieve. Okay, contoh tadi macam saya kata orang buta. You nak solve problem apa? Pilih satu. Katalah you nak bantu orang buta tu untuk melintas jalan. Problemnya dia tidak tahu ada kenderaan ataupun tidak. So macam mana untuk dia pastikan? The problem is, objektifnya apa? Dia nak melintas jalan dengan selamat dan objektifnya, itu ada objektifnya dan tujuannya kita nak dia melintas jalan dengan selamat dan tidak ada kenderaan yang akan melanggar dia. Okay. So this is extremely important to help team focus on ideas that help to achieve the goals. Okay. So maksudnya kita tidaklah nanti merapu ke idea-idea lain. Okay. Kita akan kurangkan, reduce the tendency to merapu tadilah. Okay. Pass out paper to all participants. Next step is every participant get a sheet of paper on which they can jot down the ideas. You can use normal paper or post-its or even use digital tools. Okay. So kalau cara-cara dulu kita ambil selai kertas, kita pass. Ataupun boleh guna yang macam stick tu, yang kertas warna-warni yang kecil-kecil, ataupun you boleh juga guna, kalau you all sekarang ni suka guna tablet, bolehlah pass-pass tu kan, ataupun macam mana. Okay. Ataupun sekarang ni kita boleh buka macam Google Doc tu kan, semua orang update dia punya idea kat situ. Okay, brainwriting begins. Brainwriting session usually have 5 to 6 round. Participants get around 3 to 5 minutes to write down their ideas in the first round and little less time in the following rounds. After round ends, every participant pass the paper with their ideas to another person who will then add their own ideas in round 2. This process continues on until round 5 or 6. Jadi kertas tadi kalau guna cara manual, kertas tadi, selai kertas tadi pass pada orang sebelah, contoh 5 orang dalam satu grup, pass. Lepas orang pertama tulis idea dia, okay, 3 minit, 5 minit, Bagi pada orang kedua, macam pass baton lah. Okay. Then buatlah sampai 5 to 6 round. Okay. Next, okay, assess and discuss. So bila dah cukup 5 to 6 round, collect all idea papers and sort similar ideas into group. Ni macam contoh affinity diagram itu lah, group, buat grouping. Idea yang sama kita letak dalam satu group. Okay, assess and discuss the ideas until you find the right solution to your problem. Tapi semua kena involve lah. Tak boleh lah macam bila sampai turn dia tak nak involve. Okay, when to use brainwright? Okay, bila kita nak guna brainwright ni? Selalunya kita akan consider brainstorming kan. Brainstorming bila ada seorang yang akan jadi moderator. So, brainwright ni bila kita tak ada yang nak jadi moderator. Ataupun when your group is too large to brainstorm effectively. Okay, when there are quiet introverted people in the group, ada yang jenis tak nak bercakap kan, tapi dia boleh tulis. So when you are under time pressure, okay, so that is the brainwright. Okay, next ideation technique is worst possible idea. So this one satu lagi kaedah untuk you dapatkan idea tadi kan, brainstorming, brainwright, worst possible idea. Okay, this one, the facilitator brief ideation session participants about the problem statement, the overall goal and important user insights. Okay, ada seorang fasi, dia akan bagi tahu apa problem statement yang kita sedang hadapi, apa goal yang kita nak achieve dan apa user insight. Then the facilitator asks the participant to come up with extremely bad, terrible, stupid or even illegal ideas. Okay. So, facilitator ni akan tanya partisipan tu dan suruh come out dengan bad idea. Ataupun idea yang menyalahi undang-undang ke. Terrible, stupid, idea bodoh, brain dumping. Okay. Kita panggil brain dumping. So, as the facilitator, be sure to push your group to generate extremely bad ideas. Okay. Open heart and minds. Use techniques that generate terrible ideas, including listing the attributes of the worst idea. So you list down the idea, then investigate which attribute of the ideas make them really bad. Okay. Once the participants have generated a list of their worst ideas, you as the facilitator should challenge the group to turn those terrible ideas into good ones. Okay. Okay, so this one we will discuss in our class, next class insyaAllah. Okay.